Tour time from Poland. With Germany already in the gold medal match, it's time to find out who will join them. It's Brazil versus Slovakia from the beautiful Olsztyn. Well, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. From this beautiful setting, we have Brazil and Slovakia for a place to meet Germany in the gold medal match this afternoon. We have two legends of the game in Larissa and Talita, who have just cemented their place to the Olympics in Rio in just 6 weeks' time. The weather, thankfully, has improved from yesterday. We had gale force winds, 100 kilometers an hour. Although it's a little bit overcast and there is a strong breeze, it makes for much easier playing conditions than what we witnessed here yesterday. The Polish crowd, ever enthusiastic. Big volleyball fans as we join the Brazil bench. Larissa and Talita. And then we have Dominika Nestakova and Natalia Dubovkova. Surprise package of this event. 23 seeds after not making it out of the qualifier in Hamburg last week. They have made it all the way to the final four. First referee, Satomi from Japan, and her backup on the sand is Agata Jovanovic, as we are just a couple of minutes away from game time. Larissa and Talita are coming off the back of a third in Hamburg, a second in Moscow. They'll be looking to go one better this weekend, but that they will have a couple of fierce matchups to get their way to gold. Larissa on the right-hand side of your screen, Talita on the left, just discussing tactics before we commence. Dubovkova, Nestakova on your screen. As we said, the surprise package. Larissa makes her way out onto the centre court here in Poland. 34 years old from Fortaleza. 14 seasons and 137 tournaments with 58 career wins. Her partner, Talita, slightly younger, 33 years old, the blocker. 30 career wins. Slovakia, Dominika Nestakova from Bratislava. Still looking to beat their best finish of a third. Dubovkova, the blocker, wearing the #2 jersey. 6 years younger than her partner at 25. The best result for this team so far has been a third. Can they go better and make their first final? We're about to find out. Slovakia have lost 2 games to the United States and to Spain this week, but they have come past Meppelink and Van Ursel, the #6 seeds. Bansley and Pavin from Canada, the #4 seeds. But surely this has got to be their toughest test yet. Larissa's the target on the right side. Just chips away on the angle to start. Cool, calm and collective from Larissa. Knows every inch of a beach volleyball court. Nestakova unleashes to get things off for Slovakia, but Larissa jams her feet inside the ball. Money-making material early on from Larissa and Brazil. As the wind blows across the commentary position. Just a little reminder of the conditions here in Poland, that the odd gust just shoots around the stadium. Slovakia get their way, and they make their first point of this semi-final matchup. Talita the target. She does well to get out there, Talita. It's very hard when you're served inside your body to get out and create an angle in your approach like Talita did there. Excellent stuff. Same as we saw in the previous semi-final. Just a little short and sneaky line shot, causing problems for the opposition. If they were nervous, Slovakia, you can't really tell. This pairing been playing together since 2009. 63rd competition together for Nestakova, Dubakova. Talita will see a range of sets for the Brazilian left side player. That one, the wide one to the pin, allows her just to open up and whip it back on the angle. Dubakova firing long. Just another sign of something we've seen a fair amount. We do see regularly on the World Tour that service pressure counts for so much. Flat float. The ball does so much. Curse of the commentator is Larissa almost fires one through the net. Said before, risk versus reward. Both teams trying to fire it up from the back line. Reverse setting is very good, but Talita is all over it like a rash. Brazil pinning Slovakia to the sideline. Frustration. For Nestakova, chance again. This time she's hitting from the outside. She shoots jumbo, and it's a delightful swing as well. Sees the Brazilian block, backtracking. Just a lazy lob. Still 3 behind. It's been a very fast start for Larissa and Talita. That will give Slovakia some confidence, though. Nailing Talita to the baseline. Serving to the left shoulder, as you can see. That ball is always dropping in. Better stuff from Slovakia. Talita, the target again. She goes wide to the pin. She wants to bang angle, and she does. Finds the gap between block and defense, and finds sand on the way. Intriguing stuff here in Poland. Who is going to play the Germans in the final? Not a bad decision from Dubakova. Trying to play fast. Play on the second touch. One-way traffic so far to Brazil. Exquisite short serving from Larissa. Dubakova does well just to find an answer. Sees the Brazilians double up angle, so the block and the defense covering the cross-court area. Talita, the service target. Yet again, more wide plays, trying to open up the court for the left-sider. Dubakova makes her first kill block of this semi-final. See everything, the right hand facing into court, forcing that ball back where it came from. That's a statement of intent from Slovakia. Can they back it up from the baseline? Slight pause. Discussion between the two referees. Not quite sure what it's about. We're all good to go again, though. Talita really struggling to her left-hand side. Finds a way to kill the ball, Talita, but Slovakia will be happy that they're making the Brazilian out of system so much with her passing. But the sign of a world-class player is always finding a way to win the point. Fortunately, more serves that fly into the net. Been a bit of a reoccurring problem in the opening stages of this one. More pin play from Brazil. Second chance, this time Larissa hitting from the left, decides to shoot high line. Great reactions from Nestakova. Third time lucky for Brazil. Knuckle over the top of the block will do very nicely for Talita. Resilient stuff for Slovakia. But just struggling to control the ball enough in defense to give them a good opportunity to attack. Fierceful stuff, but reacted well from Larissa. Unsure what Talita's trying to do there. Maybe she's just trying to swat the ball into the net to try and get it to ping out again. Regardless, point for Slovakia, one away from the technical timeout. Go back to Larissa. They go more wide plays from Brazil and a jumbo. Nice stuff, just spreading the ball across the front of the net, Brazil here. You can see that ball's always traveling away from the blocker, so the blocker's always playing cat and mouse with the spiker. Larissa and Talita lead by 3 here. But Slovakia are digging deep, and we are seeing the sort of form that has made them such a success here in Poland. They'll be disappointed with not qualifying last week in Hamburg for the major series, but I'm sure they will be delighted with the way that they've managed to bounce back here in Olsztyn. Larissa and Talita really did have that gold streak last year, didn't they? A first in Long Beach, a first here in Olsztyn last year. In Rio, they won the tour finals. They won 5 from 6 tournaments on the FIVB World Tour last year. It's not quite been as easy for them this year. Talita stamps her foot down, jumping in on the angle. She goes so late. Now you see me, now you don't stuff from Brazil. With Kerry Walsh-Jennings and April Ross coming into form. Lovely reverse set from Nestakova. That ball always travelling away from Talita. Ludwig and Volkenhorst also coming very strong this season. Sets up an unbelievable battle for Olympic gold in Rio. Larissa hitting from the centre of court. Goes through that one, but Nestakova, great setting from Dubovkova as well. Slovakia have arrived here in Poland. Outstanding stuff. Nestakova sits, parks, puts the handbrake on. Plays some great defense, but the recovery setting, wow. They're heating up here, Slovakia, but they're still 2 points behind. Larissa better. Outstanding stuff from Larissa. Gets her feet inside the ball. The ball's always landing on her right side. She snaps away. As we said, Larissa knows every inch of a beach volleyball court. Talita just snapping away down the line. Doesn't always have to be 100% powerful spiking. Sometimes just a little 60–70% to the sideline or the baseline will do just nicely. Wind is swirling around the stadium. Now through the commentary position. Huge from Talita. Said everything. Her hands, her hip, her foot, all pointing back into the middle of the court. Lights out on Slovakia. Running away a little bit now, Brazil. They go on two. Second time that Dubkova's chosen to go on the second ball. Second time that she's missed out. Timeout from Slovakia. I have a feeling that they've called that timeout a little bit too late. 5 points behind at 17-12. After battling away through the mid part of this set. They have a bit of an uphill struggle to get back in this first. Third time that these two teams have met. Previous two occasions. It's all been about Brazil. And it looks like, by the way this one has started, that this one is going a similar way. The Slovakians showing heart, fire and desire. But can they battle back in this one? Dubkova tight to the net. Swings high and hard and takes Larissa out. Better from Slovakia. Five-year-old unleashing a ball down the line, running into block. Good stuff from Talita again. You can see that Slovakia are really wise to this wide set from Brazil. She's working really hard, Dubkova, to try and get her line into the block, but the ball's too wide, slightly too quick. Talita can snap back. No block this time. No block, no respect from Slovakia. Game of inches. Great precision from Dubkova. Chance for Nestakova to serve. Scamper in to play defense. She needs to make a dig here. But it's Larissa that takes the point. Just changes the speed of her arm. Makes it difficult to block when the arm speed is changing. Talita makes it look very easy. Not only does she make it look easy, she brings up set point for Brazil. Initially good stuff from Slovakia, trying to maneuver the ball around the court, but unfortunately, Brazil were very wise to it. Multiple opportunities to win the first set here for Brazil. Dubkova hitting from way out of town, but she finds the back line. First set point saved. What Slovakia need, though, is just short of a miracle. Larissa and Talita are one of the most consistent sides around. Surely second time, it's a very tight set. 2 in a row for Slovakia. Talita throws Larissa underneath the Slovakian bus. Lights out from Dubakova. Whatever happens, Slovakia are building momentum and confidence here. Larissa, third time. There you go. Brazil take the first set, but they were made to work for it from the Slovakians, and that is going to build some confidence in the camp. 21-16, Larissa and Talita take the first set. But are Slovakia just starting to come good? We're about to find out as we have a look at some replays from what was a straightforward but exciting first set here in Olsztyn. Ready to rumble for the second set, and if it starts like we finished the first, we are in for some spectacle here. Talita, more wide sets. Dubakova is finding her line in the block. Good reactions. No matter what happens, if you're knuckling away, if you can find the back line or the sideline, you're going to make hay for your team, and it's Slovakia that start this set as they finish the last. Nestikova's going to serve and then make a dash for the net to block. Talita still hitting from out wide. Touch off the block, no, straight out from Talita. It's the one thing that's maybe a bit compromised sometimes in these conditions. When the wind gets up, it's very difficult to play a wide game where the ball has to travel long distances. Very gusty and punchy conditions out here. You might be able to hear the wind just gust through the commentary position at times. More pressure on Talita. With a knuckle defense and a chase. Just out of reach though. Full of heart and desire from Dubakova. Third time they hit on two. First time they managed to hit the ball in, but there is a dig from Brazil. And Larissa just glides through the air and snaps the ball back to the line. This two ball hasn't worked for Slovakia today. They've tried on three occasions. Missed out every single time. Good areas of court for Nestikoova. I think it might be a touch off the block, not quite sure. That's a net touch against Talita. Confidence building through the Slovakian camp. Maybe a little bit of belief for the underdogs. Remember, 23 seeds all the way through to the Final Four after not even qualifying last week in Hamburg in the major series. They have come back and hit form at the right time. Nice vision there, I think, from Dubovkova. Blocking angle, leaving that big space over the top of the block, utilised by the Slovakian left-sider. It's the second missed serve in a row, though, from the team in blue. A fast pass. Very nice setting from Dubovkova. Balance you've got here is that the Slovakians have really upped their service pressure and they've missed a couple, but actually they score the odd ace and they send the odd ripper to the Brazilians. And all that's happened is that because Slovakia have missed a couple of serves, Brazil are not finding any rhythm within their passing. Larissa needing to score here. Sloppy stuff from Slovakia. Initially, excellent work to see the ball and make the defensive play. But when you're playing Brazil, you have to keep the ball on your side of the net. You cannot give them a second chance. Dubovkova, no block, all day long. Just a little trickler. Don't have to be powerful to be rowdy in there. More aces from Dubovkova. Talita is not enjoying this serve across her body. Always dipping, always floating. Bombs from the baseline from Slovakia, causing problems in the Brazil camp. Talita still feeling the pressure, but the ball does get in. Still quite stiff in her platform. She finds the side out that Brazil have been chasing. Short serving and crushing big angles. No digging that, Larissa. Nice setting from Dubovkova. You have to take your hat off. The reverse bump set. Managed to set this up. Nestikova just to cut the ball away. This Slovakian team are finding some fine form. Brazil scooting the ball around. Talita loves to hit hard down the seam and the angle, but she has got that knuckle back to the line in abundance as well. Out of system here. Opportunity wasted. Hitting from way downtown. That's a big play at a crucial time. We're approaching the technical timeouts. And the difference between 11-8 or 10-9 at this stage, although we're not at the business end of the set, just takes the pressure away from Slovakia. Good reply, making life look easy, Talita. High roller down the seam. It's a race to the technical timeout now. Side out from Slovakia would keep them thoroughly in charge. Huge battle at the net, won by Slovakia. They go to the technical timeout, 12-9. Talita off the net, can't force her hands and finish. Nestikova takes full advantage. Sorry, 11-10, potentially my bad if there was a net touch that I missed. My mistake, apologies to you viewers at home. I thought that definitely went the way of Slovakia, my mistake. Larissa catching Nestikova off guard. It's tight to the net again. There's a little bit of a battle, and it's a net touch called against Talita, I think. Some puzzled looks out there because Talita, hands on hips, Larissa charging to the first referee. We're watching Nestikova, but the action is definitely going on at the net with it's a very close decision. Can't really see from that angle. Doesn't really matter. The only thing that matters is that the first referee gave the point to Slovakia. Talita needs to keep her hands off the net. She does so. She just cruises one to the back corner. Tantalizing tail, this one. Slovakian team upsetting Meppelink and Özil, the Dutch first team last night. Tough task in itself to beat the number 6 seeds. But now, they are too powerful at times for Larissa and Talita. Larissa. High, dominant and forceful. Defenders parking on the angle. Larissa's unleashing down the seam in the heart of the court. Cut shot. Drops her arm a little bit. Just sees the gap of the left hand of Talita. Guides the ball home. This is shaping into a little bit of an epic. Talita. Wow, sells the cross. And then hammers the ball down the line. Everything looks like she's going angle. The line is free and fully taking advantage of. Uh-oh. Some more flirting with the net, I think, from both sides. Slovakia just get the dolly dropper. everything going Nestorkova and Dubovkova's way here in Poland. Until that. Again, they've missed their fair share of serves in this set, Slovakia, but when they do go in, Talita especially, and Larissa at times, have really struggled to deal with it. Service pressure this time from Brazil, and Slovakia are out of system. Should be Talita's point all day long here, but no. Nestorkova is really animated here. Chance from the pin, away from Slovakia. They are hanging on in there here. Persistence in defense pays off nicely for the number 23 seeds. They work hard until they get their chance, and then they take it. Got to appreciate that about Talita. The way that she manipulates the seam of court here. Again, more diving angles. Slovakia deciding to leave the line alone. But she knows Talita on two for the fourth time. Again, no glory for Slovakia banging the ball on two. Talita and Larissa are experienced customers, and if we were to watch this back, you'll see she's very central, Talita. Really ready for that two ball. Starts in the middle, makes the dig, and then makes the kill. More two ball. More struggles with that second ball play. Can't find the sand now, can they? Brazil are coming good at a very, very good time in the game. They take the lead again, 17-16. They've battled so hard. But a couple of errors in decision-making have cost Slovakia here. The ball on two hasn't worked for them the whole way through the game. Larissa is starting very much in the center of court. Anticipating the two ball. Made two digs in a row on it. "28 seasons of experience in the Brazil camp." That surely counts for quite a lot. Need to stay strong here, Slovakia. They try and speed the ball up, but there's no height on the set, so can't be too aggressive. Second chance for Nestorkova. Larissa is just digging balls delightfully well here. Scrappy from Slovakia. But you can't help but feel it may well be their day here. Everything that's involving a net touch or a net band or a lucky touch is going their way. Cool, calm and collective from Talita, though. Just stays very smooth, very aggressive. Slots the ball home. Still feel that Slovakia are working a lot harder than their Brazilian opponents. Out of system again. And errors at key times could be very costly here. Better from Nestorkova, unleashes. Almost takes Larissa's hand off. This game hasn't got long to go. But there's a lot of action still to be had. Talita so close to the net. Chance for Slovakia here. Fortunately, the dig from Nestakova can't quite guide the ball back to her partner. Match point Brazil. How much, just see, agonizingly close. How much have Slovakia got left here? They need a side out and they need to back it up from the baseline to stay in the game. Nestakova fires line. We've seen power from the right side, but now we see elegant placement. Huge time for Dubovkova. Her serve has caused problems for Talita. They need to pick up one here. Talita the target again. What's the chance they jump in angle for the match? Taken from Talita. They were pushed to their limits, Brazil. But under pressure, they remain calm and cool, and they converted. The Slovakian pairing can take great heart and great confidence from this performance as they head to the bronze medal match. But it's Talita and Larissa that line up a mouth-watering final against Laura Ludwig and Kira Volkenhorst here from Poland. 21-16, 21-19. It's Larissa and Talita that lead the Brazilian charge into this afternoon's final. Some highlights from what was a glorious game. They didn't have it all their own way, did they, Brazil? But under pressure, they made it count. What a game, what a performance from Talita and Larissa as we head down courtside in just a moment to hear from our finalists from Brazil, Larissa and Talita.
Congratulations, Talita. You haven't played in the Slovakians much. How do you prepare for a team that you haven't seen a lot on the World Tour?
We watch a lot of matches in this tournament. Our coach, he taped. So we didn't play against them, but we knew a lot of things about the SWAT team.
You're going to play Germany in the finals. Obviously, they're the hot team on the World Tour. What's the prospects?
Yeah, we are a good team. We hope a good match in the final.
Talita, obviously you've been disappointed with your Grand Slam performances. You've taken a second, a third, and a ninth this year. What do you got planned for the finals today against Germany?
We have to think just about this match, not about the last tournament or the other one. Always we have to forget what happened at the past. So now just focus for the next match. Yeah.
Well, congratulations, ladies.
Thank you.
Well, Larissa and Talita obviously very happy with that performance. They go through to meet Ludwig and Volkenhorst in what should be a mouth-watering encounter here this afternoon. Nestakova and Dubovkova, they can be very happy with their display. But it's Brazil that qualify for this afternoon's final. We're going to leave you with some highlights from what was a very exciting and exceptional match here from Olsztyn in Poland.